Alright, guys, welcome to today's show. And this is the program that I do once in a while where I interview my viewers. So I call this program Viewers Speak. And today we are going to be talking about denouncing from a confraternity. And we have one of our brothers here, and I'm going to allow him introduce himself. So, bro, introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles Elovia. I'm from Benin City, Oyo State.
Alright, thank you very much, bro. So the first question that I'm going to ask today is it possible for someone to denounce from a confraternity and the person will actually stay away from confraternity activities? Is it possible?
I would say it's possible, but not entirely true. Because you might denounce it publicly, but not that you truly denounce the confraternity, because it's very difficult to do that.
Okay, you just said it is very difficult to denounce. People said there might be a danger from the confraternity members that the person belonged to. Should I say his former members? So what can you say about that? Do you think there is any danger that comes from the members
Yes.
of which the person belongs to?
Yes, there are lots of dangers involved in it. An example is they might kill you for denouncing from the confraternity book, because the confraternity is a thing of secrets. It's like you belong to the confraternity after knowing their secrets, knowing everything about them, knowing their in and out, and you decide to denounce from it. It's very, very dangerous. You don't want to get involved. The best way is just to leave town and travel far, because it's very impossible for you to, and very difficult for you to denounce from it and still be in that same area, as in where your former confraternity members just see you. It's very, very difficult and very dangerous too. Or they might attack you and they might think you are going to sell their information out, their weak point. You've been a member of the confraternity and you understand their ways. So there are lots of dangers involved in it.
Do you think that confraternity members might get angry that someone renounced just because they feel that this person is going to leak the information, the secrets? Or do you think they might get to this person because they might feel disrespected? Which one is it?
You are correct. Let me just say all of the above. Yeah, true. They might feel disrespected. They might feel you don't appreciate them. You feel they are inferior to their rivals, or maybe they might feel you want to, as in, leave the brotherhood, as they call it. So they will think it's a sign of disrespect, and they will think you are, let me just say, a spy. So you denouncing from a confraternity is very risky, and definitely they will come after you. That's a true fact. They will, because it's very, very difficult to be a confraternity member and you say you come out publicly and say you denounced it, you renounce from the confraternity, you are no longer a member. It's not done that way, because I believe you must have done a lot of things in that confraternity, and you might have, as in, done some secret things, and say you might have had some secret interaction with them. So they might think you want to go out to leak their secret and other stuff like that. So I think it's very, very dangerous. So they might feel disrespected or something like that. But the fact is, it's very dangerous.
Okay, thank you very much. Apart from the members of the confraternity that the person might belong to, let's say someone successfully denounced the confraternity. Do you think there is dangers from the rivals?
Yes, there is. Sorry, I'll tell you this. There's nothing like you successfully denounce a confraternity. It's impossible. You can go out there and act. It's very, very impossible to say you denounce a confraternity and you go scot-free. It's very impossible. And like you said, your rival gang, they will, as in, you will now be vulnerable to them, because your confraternity group that you denounce will be looking for you, as in they won't have your back, and your opponents, your rivals, them, and they will be very happy, like, okay, these guys has been denounced his confraternity, so you are now open to them, and they will definitely come after you. But it depends on if you are the type that is very popular in your said confraternity. So it will be very dangerous, and they will look for a means, look for a way to come after you, because they might the rival of your community group might think, okay, this guy has done a lot of things in his community and he thinks he can go scot free. So now we'll go look for him. They will definitely come after you, because nobody wants to be free. Nobody wants to be left behind. Because you all think, oh, this guy now, okay, he just came into the community, he did whatever he likes, so he wants to leave. So there's one thing about community. You are once you are a member of any secret society, you are not free. You've already sold your freedom, so you are no longer free. But I don't, as in, and your rival, they will definitely come after you. So they will think you are vulnerable, so you won't have no protection from your community group. They will definitely come after you.
Given what you have said, it seems like there is no way out. Is there nobody that has successfully denounced the confraternity and went scot-free? Because I think there should be people that have done this. So if there is, in your opinion, which way do you think is the best to go when someone went to like denounce the confraternity?
Like I said earlier, to me, my own opinion, the best way is just to run away. Just leave everything behind. Just better travel to other countries, start a new life, start everything afresh, because you being in that same country or community or state anywhere, you might say, okay, you renounce your fraternity, you are no longer a member, but you might go to other locations that you think they don't know you. You know, the one thing about this fraternity, I believe now it's worldwide. Let me just say, everybody is a member of not everybody per se, but you must, let me say out of 100% of the citizens in Nigeria, let me just say 85 or 75% are fraternity members. So it's very difficult to find in a family or in a community that there's no fraternity member. So the best aspect is just travel, go to wherever no one knows you, because if you are still in that area or state, you might go to other locations where you say, okay, nobody knows me here, I don't know anybody, but something might happen. Someone from your rival gang or your former gang can just go to that location, maybe to visit a friend or something, and they might see say, oh, so this guy came to this place, this way around. So the best is just travel to where no one knows you, where you know nobody, just and start a new life. That's to me, that's the best opinion.
All right, thank you very much. And this is what a lot of people also said might be the best thing to do in a situation like this. Like you said, confraternity is not just confraternity. Nigerian confraternity is worldwide as we speak. It's almost everywhere you can think of because Nigerians are everywhere. And the people that are not confraternity members as we speak, they might have a brother or a friend or someone in the family that belongs to a confraternity. This is the reason I keep telling people that whenever I talk about confraternity and I preach peace, a lot of people tell me, no, these confraternity guys, they get what they deserve. And I keep saying these people are brothers. A lot of people made mistakes. A lot of people joined for several different reasons, which I don't want us to go into right now because we're talking about denouncing. But there are confraternity members in almost every family and almost every street, every house in Nigeria as we speak. So I have heard that a lot of people have denounced and they became a pastor.
Yes, you are correct. But haven't you also heard that a lot of people that denounced that became pastors later on, something led to another. They might get killed. And definitely, no, I've heard stories, a lot of stories that pastors that were once fraternity members, they were killed. In Benin City, as in Edo State, there are some certain pastors that were once fraternity members, but some of them are still alive, I believe so. But you see something about them, they always take security guards along just in case, because they know the rules and regulations that governs each and every confraternity. So it's written in the Bible that give what belongs to Caesar, give what belongs to God to God. And it's also written that who kill by sword must surely die by sword. So you being a member of that confraternity, you knew the risk, you know as in what's involved in it. So the best way that those people that later became part that they are doing that, they will take security personnel alongside with them that will protect them in any way they are going to. So I don't think you just wake up one day and I've given my life to Christ. I don't want to be a member anymore. No, no, it doesn't work that way. The truth remains as in nobody is free. As long as you were once a confraternity member, you are always a confraternity member. You are not free. You can't just wake up one day and say, I want to renounce the confraternity, I don't want to be a member anymore. No, you can't. It's very impossible. And most especially when you are a very popular member of that confraternity, it's very, very impossible to say you want to renounce. No. So they will definitely come after you. Let me just say, it takes by God's grace not to save someone from the confraternity group. Because when they mean you, as in if they should mean that person, they would definitely look for a way to get that person. The thing is, just travel to another location, start a fresh life, keep to yourself. Don't even relate with anything related to confraternity. Just live a straight life. And yes, I know there. I mean, you might encounter one or two issues, one or two intimidation, one or two trouble, but just learn to keep to yourself. You know. So whenever anything happens, nobody will place his or her eyes on you that okay, these are this person, these are this person is. No, just live a straight life, keep to yourself, and I believe and pray to God and believe with God's grace, they will forget about you and you live your life as in peacefully. So to me, my own opinion is the best way just travel just travel abroad. Go to a better place where you know if you have money, go to a better place where you know nobody can locate you. Yeah, just start a new life. That is it. Because it's very dangerous to be a content member and say you come back publicly and say I've renounced this compliance. Then you start walking up around the area. No, they will even your rival gang will be no your the content that you denounce will be the first people to come after you before your rival gang will come after you.
The last question that I want to ask is, the police encourage people to denounce. Every time the police encourage people to denounce, they ask people to go to court to swear an affidavit that I am no longer a member of a said confraternity. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, yeah. Thank you for asking me this question. You see the reason why those people go to the court to swear affidavit, go to the police to say they are no longer member of the confraternity. You know why? They do that just to protect themselves from the police, from the government, not from their court gang or their rivals. No, they do that to protect themselves from the government because let me just give you an example. There might be a case where two rival gangs will be fighting. You know, they might invite the police to raid the area and maybe try to get some of them. Let me say they now catch like a member of your gang and you were not involved in that scenario, that scene of crime, or you were not caught, but they caught a member of your gang. They might arrest the police might arrest that one, torture him, ask him, okay, you should come and show me your members, and it might take them to where you are and they will arrest you. So that affidavit that you saw that you are no longer a member of the secret society, that's the only thing that can save you from the police. So I believe they do that just to save themselves from the government, not from their secret society. They do that so that whenever the police arrest them, they can show that I was once a member of a secret society, but I'm no longer a member. I've renounced. So the police will say, okay, you are no longer a member. So your crime, they won't charge you with any crime of being a secret society member. So that's just the only thing. That's just the only reason they do that affidavit. They swear affidavit. They say go publicly they are no longer a member of secret society. No, that's just the only thing. It doesn't help anything. It only helps you to keep the police away from you. That's the truth.
So is it safe to say that a lot of people that go for the affidavit, they are not doing it just because they actually want to leave? They are doing it because they might be in trouble with the police. So they are trying to push the police away. So when they push the police away with the affidavit, but their members know that they did this for a reason, not because they actually want to leave.
Yes, you are correct. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for this insight and for elaborating on this. I think a lot of people are going to learn from this. People out there will get some wisdom about what can go on and what can actually happen to someone who is a confraternity member and want to actually quit. So, From this conversation, the best way to actually quit confraternity activities, especially violence, is to try to move to a new location. Oh, we're going to end the discussion here, and thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.